Good morning. Welcome to the Legacy Makers training on Tuesday. Is today the 31st of March? Is
Mm.
that right? That's our first quarter is over. Well, it's really good to see you guys. And I wanted to ask, does anyone have any great news to share or forward motion to share? Forward movement?
This is Cindy, and yes, we do. We have a new three-star, Bobby Ogle, and
Woo!
she has been working her tail off. I'm telling you,
Come
she's
on,
been
Bobby.
amazing. She's actually on, I think, today. So, Bobby, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. I on my way to open my store, I stopped to use a gift card. So yes, I'm roaming through a really cute kitchen store. But yes, I'm here. So yeah, I'm pretty excited. I don't know really what it means yet, but I'm just following Cindy's guidance.
That's amazing. Well, congratulations. We're excited for you.
Oh, thank
And
you. Thank you.
we're excited for the people that you're impacting.
Yes, yes, for sure. And that's a daily deal.
So tell us a little bit about your like last couple 24, 48 hours to get to three star.
Oh, heavens. I've been in the middle of my 50-year college reunion or 51-year college reunion, so it's been a crazy 48 hours. And
Wow.
I had some people visiting from out of town, several interested, but we didn't get that wrapped up. We got the reunion wrapped up instead. But I was still working on the other people that I had connected with previously, and I've got a young woman in South Dakota that's actually getting ready to do a grand opening with her esthetician office that had blown away with a tornado, and she's rebuilding and restarting. She's about 8, 9 hours from me, and she was begging me to come up, and I said, no. I want you to do this three-star. I want you to check it out. You need to have it at your grand reopening. So we got her started yesterday. So that was a pretty big feat, I should say, because she wanted to start with one bottle. And like Cindy says, no, that's not a good way to do it, especially when you have a retail business. So, yeah.
Well, that is amazing. I love how you're helping businesses inspire their communities. And
Mm-hmm.
Cindy, what a great lesson for us to go big, right? Just go
Yes,
bigger to help them be
yes,
successful.
yes.
That's amazing. All right. Anybody else would like to share? Yes, Robin, do you have your hand up?
Yes. So I am excited because I got word yesterday that I was approved for a space, an office space that is in there's several suites. There's an acupuncturist, there's a nail salon, um, and several other types of holistic, well, nail salons aren't holistic, but anyway, women come there and women are seeking, to better themselves, their appearance and this and that and their health. And so it's actually in a space where my massage therapist is, and she also has an esthetician. And so I'll have use of that a couple of days a week to come and meet with clients and just to have that storefront so I can advertise in the window. And so I just feel really excited about stepping out in faith on that because I've just been working out of my home and going to coffee shops, and I'll still continue to do that. But I'm really excited, and my husband is with me, Mike, right now. We're actually on our way to the Ashboro Zoo. Today's my birthday. I'm 60 today at 2
Happy
o'clock.
birthday. You look gorgeous. That's
Um,
awesome.
really excited, and I attribute the fact that I have three because a year ago I felt I had so much chronic pain that I did probably look my age more. But now that I'm using these amazing products and sharing my story and getting the word out, I just feel more confident and I feel better. So thank you all for the birthday wishes, though.
Yes,
Uh,
yes, you've got that glow, and it's so inspiring that you're hitting a milestone birthday and people are at their 50th reunion. I've got a 40th reunion. Like, we're really part of this longevity economy where we're helping people feel better, look better, and then they just naturally want to share. So I love all of the instances of getting new business space. And again, just going what's called B2C, business to consumer, or B2B, which is called business to business. So you guys are doing a great job. Amazing. All right, time for one more, and then we'll get to our sharing of the topic. Anybody else? All right. Well, thank you so much. Let me go ahead and see if I can share my screen, and then we'll go from there. So today's topic is something that we all kind of pay attention to subconsciously, but it's better with a plan. So, excuse me while I get my screen up. There we go. Yay, prospecting and lead generation. So, what's going on is that we know that just by naturally sharing our excitement and the information that we're learning about, it makes prospecting and lead generation a lot easier as opposed to just, got a chicken, got a chicken, got a chicken. And so, my proposal today is that there are these things called they're called tiny challenges. And the reason why it's called tiny is that it's between you and one other person. So if you think about it, if there's someone on your team, either the person who signed you up or someone who's on your team or a colleague, that could be your partner for this particular challenge. And again, our goal is to strengthen connections because our currency is really relationship development, right? And we're consistent and we're able to share real stories and real results, just like we heard a moment ago. Can you guys see my slides? Yeah? Okay. So, day zero, if you were interested and you've kind of got like a block in your mind, like who should I call, or you've wanted to refresh your list of names, you can actually go and I'll have this deck available for you with the hyperlink. There's a WOW book, a welcome orientation workbook that actually helps you jog your memory. So you can think about the top 10 spirited people, purposeful, achievers, resourceful, or kind people that you know. And I was with Samson Lee a couple quarters back, and he was sharing with me that it's not always work from home, but sometimes it's work from phone. So as we think about who we might know in these areas, I know you mentioned you're going to the zoo today, which is amazing, but zookeepers, Zumba instructors, zoning technicians, there's a lot of really interesting ideas here in regards to jogging your memory. I'm not watching chat right now. Is there any question in the chat that you'd like to talk about? They're all really kind messages about birthday wishes, which I love. Okay, let's go to the next slide. So on day 1 through 5, you and your partner, your business partner, your colleague, or someone on your team that you're trying to help get to a 2x2. And if you're not familiar with the 2x2 reference, as far as building on your left and your right, get with the person that signed you up, or you can go to your app, your 3 app, and there's a flyer there called 2x2. But the repeatable task would be work from home, social media posting, and voice messages. Now, if this is overwhelming to you, and it can be when you're first starting out or you're continuing or you're looking for pockets of time, just focus on one box. And the first box is really the one that you can lean into based on the previous slide where we were brainstorming different names and different people to refresh our sharing and our lists. And here you'll find that there are very good resources and tools for you to keep it simple and friendly. Sometimes I forget or I think, what should I share about? So as an example, I reached out to a friend and I called, and while I didn't get them, I did leave a voice message. And I said, hey, you know what? I'm thinking about you. I was actually learning a little bit more about GLPs, and I know that you've been on a journey. And so I'd love to catch up with you. I'm available tonight after 5 p.m., or I'm available tomorrow at noon. Let me know what works for you. I can't wait to catch up with you. And so in that message, basically, I'm just sharing my heart. I definitely want to connect with them. I'm acknowledging that I'm aware they're on a health journey, and then I'm going from there. Any questions on these repeatable daily tasks? Thank you, Leanne. I'm glad you love this. In terms of social media, again, that can be overwhelming if you're just starting out or you're feeling like you're stuck. But the good news is you have a lot of people around you who are sharing very good information. For example, Cindy Maddox had shared before and after pictures, and it blew me away. So that wasn't my story, but I've met Cindy before. And so I was able to genuinely share on my social media, hey, my friend and colleague Cindy has had incredible results. And it's a simple way to post on, let's say, Instagram. I'm not yet a TikTok gal. So if any of you guys are really good with TikTok, I'd love to talk with you. But again, if you'd like some ideas, you and a friend or a colleague in this tiny challenge could get together and review the 10-day launch plan. That would make it very simple for you to just share. And the other area in terms of social media that I know people are having a lot of success with is sharing short videos. I'm not there yet. I've only done a few, but again, that would be more of a stretch for me. But again, what I've really enjoyed about the GLP-3 launch since January is there's so many good stories. And even on our 3 app, I know recently we have a results. The results are in video. And if you haven't caught that yet, it is available on your app to look at and to share. Does anybody have any current daily tips about social media that's working for them that they'd like to share? Not yet. We're shy. Okay.
Good morning. This is Cindy.
Hey, Sid.
Hey, when you talk about posting photographs, you guys remember facts tell, but stories sell. Okay. The other thing that has probably been beneficial is we used to have to put something in somebody's hands. You would give them a postcard, you would give them something, some piece of information. You're doing the exact same thing, but you have the opportunity to do it with social media, where I have people that are like, really? Seriously? Did How long did that take? And then basically I have a conversation piece to be able to follow up. One thing that I have to say is, if somebody's name goes on your list, okay, and everybody has a chicken list. We just talked about this on my call. You guys, everybody deserves to get off that chicken list. It doesn't matter who they are. If you put their name down, they deserve a call. They deserve a little piece of information, even if you're just going to give a little voicemail, something that says, hey, I went to a thing last night, you guys, and I probably saw at least 25 or 30 people that I hadn't seen. It was a community thing. We were protesting something. They're trying to put in a roundabout where it doesn't need to be. And so I saw all these people, and I just sat there, you guys. I got my phone out and I started taking pictures. I started taking pictures so I could go home and remind myself who I had just seen, because then I could find them on Facebook. Okay, I could find them.
Oh,
And so all of a sudden there were 100 people there, and I just started snapping my phone so I could look at and find them when I got home from that event, because you
wow.
can't write fast enough and you want to talk to them and you want to be social. But all of a sudden it was like, not only did I want to be social, but I know what we're all that same age, and I can help them. I can not only help them with this, but I can help them with that. And so then it became something where I was socializing with a bunch of my old neighbors and friends. And I think that's where sometimes we're thinking, oh, I don't have a piece of paper, I don't have a notebook. Just take your phone out and start snapping, you guys. Because first of all, they think you're taking a picture of them because that's cute, or oh, I just want to get a picture. But for me, it's to remember. So I want to remember those people that I care about. Okay. And
Cindy, that is
okay.
so cool. What a great pro tip, taking pictures so you don't have to write notes. I love it. Are you
And it
talking?
and it
Oh,
works. I sent out 2 messages this morning.
Oh my gosh. That is incredible. Thank you. Let's see. I think someone had their hand up
Yes.
before.
So I
Robin.
just wanted to share. So I've been trying to get more engagement on my Facebook page. And so not everything is always about three when I'm posting. So, for example, I used my poor husband as a guinea pig, but we had gone shopping. And I posted kind of a this or that with like a jacket and like asking people's opinion, which one, and he's like, oh my gosh, I just lost my man card. But anyhow, he plays along with me and I have gotten so much engagement on that. So that's going to really help boost my next three posts, and then I'll be taking pictures today of like real life stuff. This is what we're doing. And of course, we'll have our bottle of kinetics with us and drinking that,
Yeah.
while we're out, staying hydrated and
Amazing.
things like that. But to show how three, yes, we're doing three, but we're doing life, and to kind of give them a peek into your fun side or your spontaneous side or your real life side. I think just helps to connect and build the relationships, and they feel like,
That is a great example of just being authentic and sharing your life and showing how three integrates into your life with your energy and your excitement. These are great examples. And then I see that Bobby just shared in the text because she's real time sharing with the owner of the kitchen store where she was redeeming her gift card that she'd gotten for the holidays for Christmas. Way to go, Bobby. Man, you guys are inspiring in terms of sharing and just naturally including people along the way. Great examples. All right, so this is a bonus for this tiny challenge with you. Oh, Michelle, go ahead. I just caught your hand. Do you want
Okay.
to? There you go.
Yeah, I couldn't find the unmute.
No problem.
I was gonna say too, like actual videos of yourself providing the information gets a really good response. So that's another way. And I know a lot of people don't know what that is, but I've been doing like the AI twins with the product, and that's also getting some response. So I've been having a little bit of fun with it anyway, and I just have to follow up with people who have asked for the link.
That is awesome, Michelle. You know what? I forgot to include that in my presentation. I will edit the presentation to have fun. Like have some fun. Have some fun with it. Okay. And Bobby, following up real time, just shared with that kitchen store owner is sending her information now. One question that we have is what does AI twin mean? What does that mean?
An AI twin is okay, Sora, you can create a cameo of yourself, and then you create a script and you put yourself at the beginning of that. It's like an app, you click on your cameo head. Okay, so that puts you in the video, and then you describe what you want in the video. Like for products, you have to put us a UCG film, like UCG cinematic, because UCG is the product. And then I let it know I'm uploading a photo of the product, and that's what I want put in my video, along with what I'm wearing and where I'm at and all of that. There's if you go into my Facebook, you'll see a couple. I did a GLP-3 one, I've done a Zinzino one, and they're not me, it's my twin I created.
Okay. Would you mind dropping into the chat where they can see that? Because that's really good information, but it's a little technical for me. George, you had your hand raised. Did you want to say something about the AI twin?
Yeah, two things. Yeah, one of them about what she was talking about, Sarah. Yeah, I'm gonna be doing a training on Saturday more about social media. That's weird? The light, the way that's coming up. Okay, at 11:30 Central Time. We are going to be talking about the app, but also, like always, I have little tricks about such. I would say AI. Now, the system that she's using is going to be discontinuous. Why do you have to find something else? Sora to I think it's starting next month. We are not going to have it anymore. I mean, the company that had it, that's ChatGPT, they are discontinuing it. That's why I would not.
Yeah, it's like April 10th, I think.
Yeah, yes.
Oh
Yeah,
my
there
gosh,
are
you
other
guys are,
alternatives.
yeah.
Yeah, there are other alternatives are actually
Yep.
the cool thing about Sora 2 is that was free, and most of the alternatives that are free, they are not as flexible as Sora 2. That's why it's something. By the way, you don't have to do that. I have done some videos of me or myself. I don't know, especially in Christmas. I did it myself singing, etc. And that was not me. It was my twin, also. But you don't have to do those things. By the way, it's really cool. And but like you say, Carmen, it's more, it's
It's
a little more
technical.
sophisticated. Yeah,
Yeah, that's
yeah,
technical. Hey, when you guys
uh,
figure it out, let me know. And
yeah. You don't have to.
yeah,
Although I can touch a little things on down technology.
yeah,
The
yeah,
second
no.
part that and is social media that you were asking before. Uh, Something that works amazing in social media are the short videos. I know most people are scared to death, but to be on
Yep.
face, and you have to be yourself. By the way, not a twin at this case, because you are going to be on social media telling your story or sharing something that you learn, etc. And it's only like 1 to 3 minutes, no more than that, because you go too long, people turn off. But it's interesting because I had not done it in the last few days, but almost every day I was telling about my progress. For example, how I went from last year in April, I was 2,025 pounds. 2,000, I say 225 pounds, excuse me, not 2,000 pounds. Jeez. 225 pounds. Now I am 175. I lost 50 pounds total.
Whoa.
Now, until January, I got to about 190, but I was stuck. And then GLP-3 came, and then it's when I lost the other 15 pounds. And now I'm in a muscle building right now. But anyway, I tell the story. I tell the story like that. And for
Hmm.
example, the last one that I did last week, I got 4 people asking me, one sign up, and we are 2 more than signing up. And they just ask me, Josh, what are you doing? What is that? And there are many people also on the fence, because this guy that asked me, he's been watching me for at least a month and a half, but he didn't say anything at all. And his wife,
Wow.
the same thing. And then suddenly I got a message from both of them almost at the same time. And it's why videos are really powerful, and you don't have to be too sophisticated. You can use the camera or your computer or your phone. It's very simple, and they don't make the videos too long, because I've seen some people that go like for 6, 7, 8 minutes talking. It's too long. You have to make sure they are very short. You can write down some highlights. Don't read the script, because
Yeah.
you have to sound yourself. Because social media, you have to be yourself. Make sure.
Yeah.
But don't start reading the script, because I've seen many people that say, well, I'm not having as much result, or they sound too robotic, or people waiting and waiting for the point of the video. They talk for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 minutes. Still, they're not in the point. They're telling the story like a soap opera, but
Yeah.
and the tone of voice, and they're reading a script. No, you just go and say, "Oh, guys, I had to tell you something that happened to me. This just like I can say, last year in April, I got the heaviest I ever been, 225 pounds. By the way, I was looking at my picture on social media. Holy cow, I was fat. I, my yeah, my face
Okay.
was round. I was showing some pictures to somebody a couple of days ago. Say, "Wow, really? I didn't realize that my face was round." And then I see a picture of myself looking, showing something, and say, "Whoa, I can't
Yeah.
believe." And my friend that she said, "You were like that." Somebody that was I talked to her just 2 days ago. I was showing the different things, and I was showing about the product, and she said, "Holy cow, you were fat."
Oh no.
But
That's
anyway,
okay
so
though.
they're
But
friends
now
for
you're
20 years.
healthy. We're all getting our dimples back. We're looking good. So thank you
Yeah,
guys so
but
much for
anyway, the point
sharing.
is social media
Yes.
is very important. And by the
Yes.
way, that step, I don't know if you know, but the name of that woman that you see on the screen is Trisha.
Yeah,
I
you named her
created that person,
Trisha. Yeah.
that cartoon, and you probably seen the videos too. And I have a whole series about that for onboarding too. The onboarding that I'm going to be doing in the future, you are going to see. I have the whole series of onboarding with Trisha and her story.
Yeah.
I'm glad that you have the screen. Yeah, I created that about a month ago. But
Yeah.
anyway, the 3 steps are important, but I don't want to go into this because it's your thing.
Yeah.
But what I mean is so important. If you are in social media, videos are really powerful. Live videos. You can do the live videos. You can use TikTok if you want. Although I know much into TikTok, you can use Instagram. You can even do LinkedIn. It's so cool. YouTube too, by the way. Some people
Yeah.
are scared of YouTube, and YouTube is so darn simple.
Well, you know what, George? We're going to look forward to any brief trainings that you've already done or you will have in the future about doing video so we can overcome our trepidation or our fear of being authentic on video. So that'll
Yes,
be
yeah,
really good.
yeah, probably Saturday when I do because I always do the app, but they always have little things about how to use
Yeah,
AI too.
there you go.
By the way, video says no AI. You can do the videos on AI. There are assistant besides Sora too, the one that
Yeah,
we were hearing before. But it's not necessary to learn it, although it's cool. There are many ways to
yeah.
create your evil twin. No, no, it's not your evil
No,
twin.
that's amazing. Well, thank you so much. So yeah, so
Okay.
this is a bonus. George ran this Empowerment Tuesday just a couple weeks ago, and you're going to find a lot of inspiring and encouraging information about prospecting and lead generation where you just don't run out. So the third part of the challenge would be voice messages. And the reason why I love voice messages is that when you're texting them, if I mess up, I can go back and I can redo it. Sometimes it takes me 2 or 3 times to record a message, but it's basically, warm, personal, genuine. For example, I might say something like, "Hey, Lisa, I just want to say hi. I've really been thinking about you. I saw a picture of us in Napa, pop up, and I just wanted to check in and see what's going on. Give me a call." Or you can just be more upfront and say, "Hey, Lisa, I was thinking about you. A picture of us popped up on my memories. I'm working on a really cool project. I really want to catch up with you. Let me know if today after 5 or tomorrow at 12 might work for you. We'll talk soon." And, sometimes I'll even give some encouragement, right? But people love hearing your voice. They love that you're thinking about them. They love that you're, doing something positive. And again, we're in that longevity economy, so we're doing really positive things to help people with their health and wellness. So again, this is the bonus part for the tiny challenge. Again, a tiny challenge is just you and one other person working together to advance some goals. And if you do this for 5 days, these are your metrics. You'll at least have reached 50 contacts. You'll at least have sent 25 voice messages. And at minimum, you'll have shared 5 to 10 posts. And you might even get happily addicted to doing videos. But in addition to this, there's some latent advantages where you're learning even more about communication and how to share. So that's what I have for you today. Any questions at all? Let's see. I'm going to check the comments really quick. Awesome information about, thanks, Caroline, for the challenge love. Google Gemini, Nano Banana, I've never heard of. Hey, Jen, never heard of. VEO Runway. Woo, Michelle, you were on point. So you're welcome, everyone. I hope you have a great day. And I believe this recording will be available soon. Adrian, anything else that you'd like to add?
No, I thought it was excellent. Thank you for hosting today. It was beautiful, and I'm just excited. Sorry, I just got through security at the airport, but
Oh,
you did a fantastic job, and so thank you
great.
so much for everything you do. All right,
Sure.
everybody,
All
have a
right.
great
Have a
day.
great day.
Just remember, we do have 3 OPP tonight, so if you do have guests that you want to invite live, we've got that presentation tonight. All right, thanks everyone. Thank you so much. Thanks, Carmen. We'll see ya.
Great,
Bye.
Bye-bye.
great, Carmen.